Hello and welcome to tonight's FSL matchup between the home Calgary Glaciers and the visiting Vancouver Aeros. The Glaciers coming off a 2-0 loss last night to the Langley Leafs, and the Aeros also coming off of a 4-3 loss yesterday to the Bow Valley Nationals. We're at the rinks at Summit Center in Abbotsford, BC. Waiting for the matchup between these two teams. The final horn for warm-ups has gone, so teams are getting ready to take the ice for the actual first face-off. Calgary so far on this year's campaign has gone 4-7-0-2, whereas their opponents tonight, the Vancouver Aeros, gone 10-2-0-1. Lining up for the face-off front is Lynn and Miller. Aeros win it, hold it on their own end. Koch holds it in center for the Aeros. Lynn brings it back into her own zone. Koch, shot, just wide behind the net. Aeros control in the Glacier zone, but the pass does not complete and gets sent all the way back down the ice. Aeros behind their own net. Walgie to Koch. Loses the blue line. Walgie back behind her own net. And the puck gets tipped off of a Glacier stick and out of play. An offensive start for the Vancouver Aero. They're 25 goals for this season. Hummel rushes the puck a little bit too far. And Aeros get on the board first with only 1 minute and 3 seconds gone in the first period. was offside. So now at even strength, as Lauren Omolchuk is out of the box. Face-off comes just outside of the Glaciers zone. Aeros went in the neutral zone. Baker tries to send it up into the Glaciers end. Sandu controls. Hits the puck off the boards. Smith over to Takeuchi behind the net. Smith. Kerwin controls in her own zone. Over to Mills. Mills brings it up ice. We have another penalty to the Vancouver Aeros. Mills still controlling behind the Aeros zone net. Omolchuk off an Aeros skate. Omolchuk. After layers up. Omolchuk back again. As the Glaciers still control with the player advantage on the delayed penalty. The shot gets through there to Halstead. They're able to keep it out. Omolchuk. Over to Layers Up. Layers Up tries to get it to the Glaciers, but man touches the puck and penalty is called for hooking on Naomi Takeuchi. With 4:12 remaining in the first period, the Aeros take their second penalty of the game as the Glaciers look to capitalize on the power play. Duick taking the face-off for the Glaciers, and they win it back.
Help! Help! Molly! Help! Molly! Help!
Aeros trying to get it along the boards, and they get it out, and puck is sent down by Walji. Streeter around the boards in her own zone. Mounier sends it up the ice, but it's sent back into the neutral zone by Smith. Shot by Mills. Sorry, Sawin. Puck is gotten out by Pennell, but Sawin sends it back in. Puck shot off the boards by Smith. Streeter controls. Up to Sawin. Locane to Sawin. Smith. Smith sends it into neutral ice for Goebel. Back to Smith for the Aeros. Smith to Rukavina. Rukavina up to Koch. Koch rushing in shorthanded. Shot wide of the net. Rukavina along the boards there. Locane. Kerwin. Kerwin bringing it in for the Glaciers, but loses it to Sandu. Puck's shot out by Mill, but Mills intercepts with her skate. Mills shot, gloved by Halstead. 13 seconds remaining in the hooking penalty to Naomi Takeuchi, with 2:24 remaining overall in the first period of play. Mills and Sandu taking the face-off. Mills wins it for the Glaciers. Shot on net there. From Ilian, but is able to be blocked out. But the Glaciers were offside as Mills got over the line before the puck was there. And Naomi Takeuchi is now out of the box, so both teams are 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. as it is still a 0-0 game with 2:01 remaining in the first. Aeros hold the puck in their own zone. Walgie behind her own net. Shot back out till center. Elian in her own zone. Elian sends it back to the neutral zone. Radford loses at the blue line. White sends it up the neutral zone. Cavalquinto gets there for the Aeros. The puck is sent back out to center ice. McDonald controls on her own end. This is the puck to Dirknall for the Glaciers, but I just called icing, and the face-off will head all the way back down to the Glaciers' end. The icing called there with 1:13 left in the first period here at Summit Center in Abbotsford, BC. Glaciers get the puck out off the face-off. Kerwin brings it over into the Aeros' end. In the last minute of play, Locane sends it over her players, but loses it against the boards. Smith behind her own net. Tries to get the puck up. Rukavina grabs it for the Aeros. Rukavina taken down in the corner. Pennell loses the puck. Olmelchuk shot. Hit out with one of the pads of Halstead. Shot point blank, saved there. Shot by Brooklyn Kerwin, saved by Lila Halstead right in the blue paint. And it is still a 0-0 game with 31.2 seconds remaining in this first period. Face off to the left of Lila Halstead. Aeros win. Sandu. Over to McDonald, but misses the puck there. Turned over to Mills. Mills in the corner, hounded by McDonald. McDonald. Over to Koch. Koch loses the puck just inside the Glaciers' end. Gets sent around the boards, 5 seconds left. Lynn up to Takeuchi, and that's all she wrote for the first period. The Vancouver Aeros, 0. The Calgary Glaciers, 0. And that's all after the first period of play here at the Summit Center ice rinks in Abbotsford, BC. back for the second period between the Vancouver Aeros and the Calgary Glaciers here tonight at Summit Center in Abbotsford, BC. It's still 0-0 between these two female Super League clubs. Face-off is won by the Aeros. Is sent up by shot into the Glaciers end by Koch. Koch tried to shoot on net, but just misses the pass over to Takeuchi. The Glaciers get the puck back in their own zone, send it around the boards. Koch gets it back to the Aeros. Puck intercepted by Locane. Smith tries to get the shot off. Takeuchi had the rebound there, but just went wide. Son. Lin holds at the blue line. The Glaciers get it out into center ice. As Petrie and Koch are trying to fight for the puck as Halstead is able to glove it down for the whistle. A minute and 3 seconds gone thus far in the second period between the Aeros and Glaciers, still 0-0. This faceoff comes to the right side of Lila Halstead. Aeros bringing it up the ice. Smith lost it heading up ice, and the puck is sent back into the Glaciers zone, but is called icing. It was just a little bit too far for the officiating team here. So play will come back all the way down to the left of Alex Streeter's net. As the Aero win the face-off. Baker at the line. Sandu shot. Tipped off a Glacier and up in the air. Cabo Quinto. Loses the puck in the skates of the Glaciers. Kerwin tries to send the puck across the blue line. Aeros still holding it into the Glaciers' end. Smith along the boards. White trying to get in there as well. Aeros still controlling the puck in the Glacier zone. And there is a Aeros penalty on the play. So Macy Smith is going off for roughing with 17:56 left in this second period. The Glaciers so far tonight are 0 for 2 on the power play. They'll have the player advantage for, at the moment, the next 2 minutes as they win the face-off in the Aero zone. Dirtnall sends it around the boards. Duick to Dirtnall. Dirtnall mixing it up with Mann. Glaciers still controlling the puck in the Aero zone. Dirtnall still holds the puck, moving down towards the net. Blocked out by Halstead, but Duick, shot. Halstead hits that off to the corner. Glaciers still keeping the Aeros in their own end, but the puck gets shot all the way down back into the Glaciers zone as both teams make their respective changes. Glaciers still controlling in their own end. Mills Mills to Chalupova. Puck gets through the skates there, but Mills controls again. Mills. Mills still controlling. At the Aeros blue line. Shot. Blocked in front of Hallstead there. Aeros still have the puck. Kept in by Dirtnall. Glaciers still have the puck. Kerwin there. Rukavina gets it out to center with Takauchi. Takauchi and Rukavina shorthanded. Takauchi is taken down just as the power play for the Calgary Glaciers ended. They take a penalty as Haley Dirtnall will go off for tripping. As the Aeros were rushing into the Glaciers zone. So face off to the left of Alex Streeter, won by the Aeros. Sandu shot, stopped by Streeter. Kerwin gets the puck out to center. Sandu over to Koch. Pennell there looking for the tip, but wasn't able to get there. Lynn loses the puck, skips over the stick of McDonald. And the Glaciers are trying to start a shorthanded chance. Kerwin rushing up. Lynn. Sandu holds for the Aeros. Puck blocked by Sawin. Shot up the boards, but Sandu keeps it in for the Aeros. Kerwin gets the puck across as Goebel's chasing it down for the Aeros, but Lynn grabs the puck in. Lynn tried to make the pass to Koch, but wasn't able to complete that. Puck gets shot out of play by Ellie Smith, so just near the Aeros boards. So the face-off will come back down to the Glaciers end with 51 seconds remaining in the Aeros power play. Aeros win the face-off. Walgie at the line. Walgie up to White. Smith to White. Puck just misses her stick. Cabo Quinto over the net. Smith around the boards. Gets stopped, and Duick gets it back for the Glaciers and able to bounce it off the boards and back down the ice. White controls in the neutral zone. Duick chasing her down, but White still holds the puck in the last 10 seconds of the Aeros power play. Glaciers control in their own zone, as is now even strength. Smith got the shot off, but Streeter brings the puck down to the ice, and face-off will once again be in the Glaciers zone. The Glaciers were looking for a rush chance up the ice. Right there. Unable to get the puck possession back from the Aeros. Man wins the faceoff for the Aeros. Baker, man. Pennell. Loses it to Mills. Mills takes the puck up for the Glaciers. Mills is rushing through center. Mills sends it back down into the Glaciers end. sends the puck up, but is lost. Pennell over to Baker. To Mann. Pennell takes the puck as Mann is taken down. Goes over the net. Sandu chasing the puck down for the Aeros. Sandu shot wide of the net. Baker gets taken down along the boards. Mann. Pass to Pennell, just misses her. As Elaine tries to get the puck out the center, but the Aeros still control in the Glaciers' end. McDonald loses the puck to Mills. Mills going through center. Mills shoots the puck into the Aeros' end, but the puck is turned over to Walgie as the Glaciers make a change. McDonald around the boards in her own zone. Rukavina. Rukavina through center. Rukavina through the Aeros, gets taken down just before the blue line there, but the puck goes into the Glacier zone, but back out to center. Takeuchi. Shot back out by Radford, but Walgie keeps the puck in for the Aeros. Koch. Takeuchi and Koch behind the net. Radford gets it back out for the Glaciers and is able to send it down the ice. But it is called icing against the Glaciers, so the face-off will head all the way back down the length of the ice with 11:13 left in the second period. It's between the Vancouver Aeros and the Calgary Glaciers here at Summit Center in Abbotsford on Silent Ice TV as Aeros win the face-off. Baker tries to send the puck on net, goes wide. Cabal Quinto loses the puck. Smith gets taken down by Kerwin, and we have another Glaciers penalty as Kerwin was trying to get the puck back there from Smith. Kerwin was trying to get the puck back from Ellie Smith, who was heading back into her own zone, but the Glaciers have taken the penalty in the offensive end as Baker stays out for the power play. Baker shot, turned aside by Streeter. Aeros still controlling. Cabal Quinto over to Baker. Baker up to Smith. Smith shot. Blocked by Streeter. As Locane got it back down the ice for the Glaciers. Glaciers try the shorthanded chance, but it's gloved by Hallstead. Goebel was trying to rush in for the game's first goal. Minute 21 left in the penalty against Brooklyn Kerwin. Aeros get the puck back in their own zone on the power play. As the Glaciers still seem focused on keeping them in their zone, but Aeros get the puck out to center. Shot back into the Aeros end. 50 seconds left in the penalty to Kerwin. Rukavina brings it up ice. Mann keeps it in the Glacier zone. Mann, McDonald. Off body in front. Sandu controls on her own end. Aeros get the puck with 20 seconds left in the penalty to Kerwin. Tip by Takeuchi just over the net. Mills headed in shorthanded. 6 seconds left in the penalty. Walji over the line to Lin. Lin shot, scores! First goal of the night goes to Xenia Lin. And with 1 second remaining on the penalty to Brooklyn Kerwin, Lin makes it 1-0 Vancouver Aeros over the Calgary Glaciers. Aeros win the puck back and they take it into the Glaciers' end. Play is called offside near the Aeros bench. Aeros still bringing the puck into Glaciers zone as it is sent back down into the Aeros end. No icing called. Smith controlling in her own zone. Smith along the boards to Cabal Quinto. It's broken up by Petrie. Macy Smith tries to get the puck back out to center and is successful there, but the Glaciers are able to get it back into the Aeros zone. Ellie Smith along the boards. White over up the ice to Macy Smith, who gets it into the Glaciers' end, but the Glaciers send it back down to the Aeros zone. Aeros looking for their first goal of the game as Fennel rushes up ice. Got poke checked there by Omolchuk, but keeps the puck in the Glaciers' end. Man rushing in, tries to get a close shot off Fennel. That shot gets poked out by a Glacier as Chalupova brings it up the ice. Off the shoulder of Halstead. Remains a 1-0 game. Petrie. Glacier still holding the Aeros in their own zone. Omolchuk off of an Aeros body. Takeuchi brings it up through the Glaciers' end. Lin, the goal scorer. Takeuchi into the glove of Streeter there. So still 1-0 with 6:29 remaining in the second period tonight. The Summit Center in Abbotsford between the Aeros and the Glaciers. Aeros win the face-off in the Glaciers' end. Puck is brought out by Locane. Puck shot back down into the Aeros zone. Locane trying to find a teammate, but unable to complete the pass. The puck skips over the stick of Elaine, and Koch rushing in to grab the puck, just loses it there, but keeps it in for the Aeros. Puck turned over to Elaine. Elaine around the boards. McDonald holds it at the line for the Aeros. Shot wide of Streeter in net. Koch over to Takeuchi. Takeuchi loses her footing, and the puck gets out to Kerwin. Kerwin rushing up through center. Loses the puck, but is shot back into the Aeros zone by Goebel. Koch. Koch turns it over, but Cabo Quinto gets the puck back. Elaine shoots it into the Aeros zone. McDonald, sorry. White in her own zone. Glaciers still keeping the Aeros in their own end. The puck is shot down the ice by Serena Walji, and it's called an icing against the Vancouver Aeros as play heads all the way back down into the Aeros zone. 4:52 remaining in the second period, 1-0 Aeros. Mills wins the faceoff for the Glaciers. Pass incomplete and shot out by the Aeros as Cabo Quinto gets in deep, but his pass goes far up in the air. His shot goes off Cabo Quinto and just wide of the net. Petrie. Mills tapped it into center, but Smith. Petrie leaves for Mills. Mills spins. Shot out by Cabo Quinto and all the way back down into the Glaciers' end. Mounier. Mounier up to Kerwin. Kerwin behind the Aeros net. Kerwin still with the puck. Kerwin. Olmelchuk shot. Blocked by Halstead. Aeros control in their own zone. Man. Locaine. Shot, scores! Locaine ties the game. 3:27 left in the second period. The Glaciers have their first goal of the game. As Cecilia Locaine scores. First goal of the evening thus far. It's 1-1. The Glaciers tie the Aeros. 3:27 left in the period. Aeros get it out, but penalty on the play. As it was shot into the Glaciers' end as Brooklyn Kerwin takes her second penalty of the evening for tripping just 7 seconds after her team had tied the game. So the Aeros back on the power play as the Glaciers get the puck out in their own zone on the penalty kill and is shot out to center ice by Elaine along the boards. Sandu spins in her own zone. Pennell going through center. Man shot. The glove of Skite. Puck skips over the stick of McDonald, pardon me. McDonald holds it in her own zone. Minute 15 left in the penalty so far to Brooklyn Kerwin. Pennell. Shot stopped by Streeter. Rukavina around the boards. McDonald at the line, Rukavina over to Walji, but pass doesn't connect. McDonald. Intercepted there by Dirtnall, and the puck is sent all the way back down into the Aeros end. with 35 seconds remaining in the penalty to Brooklyn Kerwin, as Julia Rukavina also taking a penalty there for cross-checking. So the Aeros no longer on a power play as the faceoff is in their zone. So Rukavina took the penalty away from the play, but Walgie controls in her own end. Smith. Radford sends it back along the boards for the Glaciers. Sawin sends it into the Aeros end. Mounier shot from the blue line, but puck is taken in by Halstead with 1 second remaining in the penalty to Brooklyn Kerwin with 1:21 left in the second period overall. So looks like after Kerwin exits the box, the Aeros are on the penalty kill for the rest of the second period, most likely. At least their highest hopes would be that it would stay that way. Layers up, sends it along the boards. Locane. The pass doesn't connect, but the Aeros trying to get it out to center. Even strength now. A minute left. Not even strength, sorry. Glaciers power play now, with 47 seconds left to play. Down into the Glaciers' end. Layers up. Controls in her own zone. Over Omelchuk. Omelchuk up the ice, intercepted at center. Is sent into the Aeros' end. McDonald. McDonald taken by Kerwin there. Omelchuk keeps the puck in at the blue line. The puck is sent off of Chalupova out. Mills brings it back in. McDonald shoots it down the ice. And that's all for the second period. Both teams exchanged goals, with one from Lynn for the Aeros and one from Locane there for the Glaciers. It's a 1-1 game here at the Summit Center in Abbotsford as we head into the second intermission. All right, I'm here down at ice level with Cecilia Locance, the goal scorer for the Calgary Glaciers tonight. Cecilia, what was it like scoring the first goal for your team tonight?
I think it was a really great experience just to help the girls get a little boost of energy. I know we were starting to get tired at the end of the second there, but it had to be done.
Had to be done. Awesome. And heading into the third and final period, you have 6 seconds left on the power play, but what are you looking to do for the remaining 20 minutes?
I guess just keep the consistency up. We need to come out with the same force we had to in the first period and second, so yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cecilia Locance with the Calgary Glaciers, and we're headed into the second intermission here on Silent Ice TV for the Calgary Glaciers versus Vancouver Aeros. third period at Summit Center in Abbotsford. It's 1-1 between the Calgary Glaciers and the Vancouver Aeros, so it's their early shot by the Glaciers as they try and get their first lead of the game, but Rukavina is bringing it up the ice and scores! Rukavina scores to make it 2-1 Aeros. Only 30 seconds into the final period, Rukavina restores the 1-goal lead that the Aeros had in the second. They briefly held in the second. So 30 seconds into the third period, Rukavina makes it 2-1 for the Aeros, as the Glaciers control in their own zone. Omolchuk. The Glaciers lose it at the blue line, but Takeuchi shot is gloved by Streeter. Face-off won by the Aeros. The Glaciers trying to regain possession. Lynn, the first goal scorer for the Aeros. Takeuchi over to Lynn. Sandu tries to keep it in, but the Glaciers get it past the blue line out to center. Duick tried to bring it in for the Glaciers, but Lynn intercepts. Koch into the Glaciers' end. Taken down by Omolchuk. It's a penalty on the play. Looks like it, as Koch is still getting to her feet after a hit there from Omolchuk. So Omolchuk goes off, I believe, on our second penalty of the night, for 2 minutes for roughing. 18:28 left in the third, so just 92 seconds gone thus far. The Glaciers have the first penalty of the period. Apologies. McDonald holds the blue line over to White. White shot, hit by the blocker of Streeter. Glaciers behind the net. Chalupova shoots it out into center. The Aeros control in their own zone. Lynn. Cavalquinto over to Rukavina, the second goal scorer of the night for the Aeros. McDonald over to Pennell. Pennell over to White. White. Cavalquinto tried to tip it, but didn't work out properly, as we have another penalty on the play, as one of the Glaciers was taken down in front of their own net. As Rukavina goes to the box with 1 minute and 6 seconds left in the penalty to Omolchuk, the Aeros power play is rendered null by Julia Rukavina, taking the tripping call from the offensive net. The face-off is to the right of Hallstead, won by the Aeros. Aeros bring it up to center. Lynn. Koch. 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds. Koch over to Walji. Walji. Shot. Tipped down by Lynn, but just wide of the net. Koch. Still controls behind the Glaciers at net. Goebel. behind her own net. Goebel shoots it up the boards for Petrie. Smith at the line. Shoots it back in for the Aeros. The Aeros make a change. Puck brought up by Elaine. Shot around the boards. As Olmochuk is out of the box, and we have a Glaciers power play for the next 50 or so seconds, but Mann is bringing it up ice into the Glaciers zone. Puck is broken up, and Lokent Lane. Puck to Olmochuk. Broken up, hit by a high stick, but got sent back down to Streeter. Shot in by Baker as there are 13 seconds left in the penalty to Rukavina for the Aeros. Glaciers shoot the puck down into the Aeros zone. Aeros able to get it out, sent back in, but was offside. As we turn to even strength now, as White and Olmochuk run into each other in the Aeros zone. Baker, puck hits off Radford. As Olmochuk sends it behind the Aeros net. White over to Cabelquinto. Turned over to Dewick. Stopped by Halstead. Saw in. Loses the puck along the boards. White trying to get it out for the Aeros. Able to get it across the blue line over to Cabelquinto. Cabelquinto rushing in. Cabelquinto goes around. Doesn't shoot. Cabelquinto sends the puck behind the Glaciers net. And Dewick sends the puck down for an icing against the Glaciers. Still 2-1 for the Vancouver Aeros against the Calgary Glaciers here with 14:21 left to go in the third period. Here at the Summit Center in Abbotsford, BC on Silent Ice TV. With a face-off to the right of Alex Streeter in net. The Aeros get the puck out of the face-off. Rukavina over to McDonald. McDonald to Rukavina. Rukavina tried to get up to Mann for the tip, but it's taken down by Streeter instead. .14:05 left in this third period. Aeros win the faceoff. McDonald at the line to Rukavina. Rukavina loses the puck, and McDonald gets it back. Shoots it behind the net of Alex Streeter. Walgie tipped aside by the skate of Mills. Pennell gets it behind the Calgary net. Chalupova rushing through center. She has Petrie to her right. Petrie behind the Aeros net. As McDonald broke up the play there, and Walgie gets the puck, tries to get the puck into the Glaciers' end as Glaciers send it back down, but it's called icing on the play. So the face-off will be sent back down to the Glaciers' end. With 13:15 left to go in this third period. select face-off returning to center ice. The icing waved off there by the referees. As the Aeros win it, but the Glaciers rush in. Olmolchuk shoots it in for the Glaciers. Halstead stops it behind her own net. Ellie Smith sent up to Koch, but is brought down by the Glaciers once again. Ellie Smith to Koch. Koch to center ice, but Layers-App keeps it. It's the pressure on there. Lynn shoots it into the Glaciers' end. Olmolchuk gets the puck out. Ellie Smith controls in her own zone. Smith to Takeuchi. Takeuchi up along the boards. Intercepted by the Glaciers. And the Glaciers send the puck down for the icing. The face-off will head back down the length of the ice to the right of Alex Streeter in net. With 12:09 left to go in this third period. Aeros winning so far 2-1 as McDonald puts the long shot on Streeter, but Streeter swallows the puck. We'll have another face-off in the Glaciers' end with 4 seconds of play gone there. Be White against Dewick. White wins it for the Aeros. McDonald the line. McDonald shot. Tipped over by Cabo Quinto. One out by Smith. Smith shot blocked by Streeter as the puck skipped over Sandhu's stick and she controls it back in her own zone. Sandhu up to Macy Smith. Smith loses the puck at center. Olmolchuk bringing it in for the Glaciers. Olmolchuk shoots off the pads of Halstead, and Halstead able to keep out the rebound as well. Halstead without her stick in the blue paint as the Glaciers still have control. And they score! Radford off the odd rebound on the delayed penalty. And we have a tie game once again with 11:18 left in the third period. Radford brings the score level for the Calgary Glaciers. As Halstead was sprawling in her own paint, out her stick, the Glaciers were able to capitalize as they tried to bring the puck back to get their first lead of the night after now tying it twice. So still control in the Aeros' end. Pennell. Rukovina loses the puck. Rukovina keeping it in the Glaciers' end as there's another Aeros delayed penalty here as Pennell shoots the puck on the empty net, but play is whistled down as Rukovina heads back to the box. 10:34 left in the third period. Rukovina getting called for tripping just inside the Glaciers zone. The faceoff heads back down to the left of Lila Halstead as the Aeros win the faceoff in their own zone. Controlled by Kerwan, but loses a bit of the handle and sends it back out to center ice. The Glaciers look to set up for this power play. Puck shot off the boards into the Aeros zone. Kept in by Elia. Glaciers control in center ice. Sent back into the Aeros zone. Aeros able to get the puck back out, down behind the net of Alex Streeter is Lynn trying to get the puck back for the Aeros. Walgie sends it back into the Glaciers' end. With a minute or so remaining in the penalty to Julia Rukavina, as the Aeros try and keep the Glaciers hemmed in their own zone on the power play. White, intercepted by Elaine. McDonald, behind her own net. McDonald misses the pass to White. Olmolchuk controls in her own zone. 32 seconds left in the penalty to Rukavina. Glaciers send it out to center ice. Shot back down into the Aeros' end. McDonald gets caught in the skates of Walgie. Layers up. Chalupova, Olmolchuk. Around the boards to Mills. Even strength as Rukavina is out of the box, as the Glaciers still control the puck in the Aeros zone. As Rukavina gets the puck back and rushing up the ice is Takeuchi. Takeuchi shoots just over the net as the Aeros make a change to assist her there. Ellie Smith with the shot going off of the stick of Alex Streeter. Baker keeps the puck in for the Aeros, but Olmolchuk able to send it back out to center ice for the Glaciers. Chalupova bringing it in for the Glaciers. Petrie tries to get it on net, goes wide. Baker along the boards. Ellie Smith. Up to Cabal Quinto. Cabal Quinto into the Glaciers' end. Puck is turned over to Kerwan, but able to try and get a shot off. Pass doesn't connect there, but Sandhu trying to get the puck back in the offensive zone. Sandhu over, and we have another goal! The Aeros once again regain the lead in this third period, with Serena Walgie scoring the 3-2 goal for the Aeros. With 7:11 left in the third period here at the Summit Center in Abbotsford, BC. After a bit of a scramble in the Glaciers zone for the Aeros, they're able to capitalize with the 3-2 goal as Pennell rushing back into the Glaciers' end off the face-off. Pennell to the line for Walgie. Sandhu shoots. Brought down by Streeter, who's able to glove it down for the whistle. 6:53 left in the third. We'll be right back with a media timeout here. right, welcome back to the Summit Center here in Abbotsford, BC. We have a 3-2 game between the Vancouver Aeros and the Calgary Glaciers. Most recent goal scored by Serena Walji to regain the Aeros lead, which it's either they've had the lead or they've been drawn with the Glaciers tonight. As Mills wins the faceoff for the Glaciers. Puck is sent out and down into the Aeros zone. Chalupova trying to get it back for the Glaciers, but it's intercepted. Koch brings it up. Koch into the Glaciers' end. Koch on net. Puck shot wide. Lynn. Taken by Dirtnall. Around the boards, Koch. Lynn. Lynn for the Aeros, controlling behind the Glaciers' end. Puck shot in front, but intercepted by Mills. Elaine brings it around the boards, but Baker tries to keep it in at the blue line. Lynn keeps it in there as the Glaciers get it out to center, but Takeuchi sends it back down into the Glaciers' end. Elaine turned over right into the pads of Streeter was the shot from White. As with 5:36 left in the third, we have another face-off in the Calgary zone. Aeros win the puck. Ellie Smith up to Rukavina, who shoots it high and wide. Puck shot on net by Baker, there intercepted. Man, blocked. Olmelchuk up into the netting and out of play. So with just over a quarter of this third period remaining, the Aeros are still looking to add a cushion to their 1-goal lead. Sandu loses the puck over the blue line. Kerwin over to Locance. Glaciers still keeping the puck in the Aeros zone as Olmelchuk shoots it over. Kerwin gaining possession. As Cabo Quinto gets it out and is able to poke it past the blue line. Olmelchuk once again for the Glaciers sends it back, but Sandu is there to intercept it. It's Macy Smith sends it down into the Glaciers' end. As Layerzap sends it around the boards and Glaciers break it out into center. Radford brought it into the Aeros zone, but the Aeros gain control. Olmelchuk on net. Steered aside by Halstead. Dewick leaves for Radford. It's hit along the boards. Up to Koch. Koch through center. Koch through center. Shot blocked by Olmelchuk as Layerzap sends the puck back down. Ellie Smith up to center for Kaya Pennell. Pennell rushing in, loses the puck to Sawin. Puck swept on net there by Koch. Baker. Lost to Sawin. For Baker. Baker loses against the boards. Dewick pokes it in for the Glaciers and goes off for their change. Mounier keeping it in for the Glaciers, but the Aeros hold in their own zone. Lynn up the ice for Rukavina. Rukavina doesn't get the shot off. Walgie at the line. Tipped, and the Aeros add another one to their lead tonight. The first multi-goal lead of the game. And the second goal tonight from Julia Rukavina on, I will say, a rebound fest of some sorts in front of Alex Streeter in the Glaciers net. As the Glaciers win the faceoff at center. Elaine able to get the puck out. Rukavina sends it up for Mann. Kept into the line by Rukavina. Rukavina going through the Glaciers defense. McDonald on net, just turned wide. As the Glaciers look to break out through center. It's Mills. Chalupova looking for the puck. Glaciers able to get the puck out, just misses the tip of the stick from Dirtnall, and the puck is sent back down into the Glaciers' end. Elaine. Shot down to the net of Lila Halstead by Hannah Chalupova. White shoots it off the boards into the Glaciers' end. Shot around by Dirtnall. Goes through the skates of Baker as Ellie Smith racing Cecilia Locance, the first Glaciers goal scorer. But Halstead covers the puck with 57 seconds left to play in this third period, where we have a timeout for the Calgary Glaciers with the net empty, 2 goals down. As they look to get back on the board. As the face-off goes to the left of Wallstead. 57 seconds remaining in regulation play. As the Aeros win the face-off in their own zone. Ellie Smith around the boards. Puck taken out to center. Chalupova tries to keep it in for the Glaciers, but the puck gets back into the Calgary zone. Elaine gets it out to center. Locance sends it across. Mills shoots over the head of Halstead. And 16 seconds left. Macy Smith tries to shoot for the empty net, but Olmolchuk able to intercept Locance. Shot down. The ice with play whistle down, and that is it for the third period tonight. And the game overall between the Vancouver Aeros and the Calgary Glaciers. The Aeros take it 4-2 here at Summit Center in Abbotsford, BC. You're watching on Silent Ice TV. The 3 stars for tonight. First stars, Vancouver's number 17, Julia Rukavina, with 1 goal and 1 assist. Second star, Cecilia Locance for the Calgary Glaciers, number 16. And third star for tonight's game was Serena Walji, 1 goal with the game winner with the 3-2 goal in the third for the Vancouver Aeros. We're here with the first star of the evening, Julia Rukavina. Julia, what was it like scoring tonight to really cement the win for your team?
Scoring tonight felt really good. You know, we had a bit of a rough start. It was not how we usually play, but getting that goal felt really good, and I felt like after that we kind of kept going.
All right, you guys now are 11-2, 0-1 heading into the rest of this season. How does that make you feel as a player and as a team overall?
As a player, it's a great feeling, you know, coming to the rink knowing that our team's doing really well. And as a team, like us girls, we've become really close and we've learned to like trust each other with a puck and play really well together. So it feels really good.
All right, thank you so much. The Vancouver Aeros defeat the Calgary Glaciers 4-2 here at Summit Center in Abbotsford, BC. You've been watching